Hi, friends. Welcome back to another episode of the Bright Side of Beauty podcast presented by Beyond Skin Aesthetics. I was going to sing, but I think I should probably save everybody from that. But the girls are back in town. Okay. I'm not going to sing it. You all can sing it.
Not yet.
While you're vacuuming, while you're drinking wine, drinking coffee, whatever you're doing.
Driving across the country.
I love podcasts on road trips.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Truly, they're the best.
I always save like the really long ones for road trips, and I just have like a saved file for all of my road trip podcasts.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
So because some people will do like 2-hour podcasts, and who's got time for that?
I don't like to end it. If I'm driving, I want to finish it before I finish driving.
That's how I feel. So like if I'm listening to a podcast in the morning getting ready, I need to finish it. But if it's that long, then I'm just like standing around like, well, I can't commit to being done getting ready because I'm still listening to this podcast, but I need to go. Right. So I save them for the drive. It's just how I do it. Okay, getting down to business though. We are here today to talk about acne and rosacea, which is obviously one of my very favorite topics.
Yes.
On earth. I talk about it all the time. But we have a new rosacea relief program as well as acne boot camp that's very specialized to Beyond Skin Aesthetics. And we take a very interesting approach to acne and rosacea that I think is from years of experience, of course. It comes from our integration of wellness and aesthetics, blending it together, an internal approach to external beauty. That
if you know us, you know that tagline.
That is the tagline.
It's who we are.
That's our approach to every single thing.
Yeah.
And that really is the basis of our acne and our rosacea programs.
Truly.
One of the biggest things that we get asked, or I guess more of statements that we get told all the time, is I had acne as a teenager. I didn't think I would ever have to worry about this again. Or I didn't have acne as a teenager. I didn't think I would ever have to worry about this, but here I am.
Yep.
Or I just had a baby and now I have rosacea. What is this?
happening?
I have this redness. Or I thought rosacea was for old people. I have heard that so many times. Oh my gosh. My very, very, very favorite one actually was I thought rosacea was for white people. And it was very lighthearted when she said it, but she said, please don't take offense to this, but I truly thought that rosacea was for white people. And I think the importance with that is it's really, you can find rosacea in every melanin depth, the same way as any of these skin conditions. Any skin condition that we really treat in office, it does not matter whether you are a Fitzpatrick 1 or a Fitzpatrick 6, you can deal with some of these conditions.
So really quick, what is a Fitzpatrick 1? Like you just said Fitzpatrick 1 to 6. So what does that mean?
My explanation of that for our patients is you have Katie in her little Irish soul.
Yep.
And then you have Dr. Malumba, who's from Uganda. And you have every melanin depth in between the two. And what's important to us at BSA is that you are able to get the treatment done. And so is Dr. Malumba. All of them are safe. And we know actually how to address it. And that is super. So when we're talking about the Fitzpatrick scale or identifying patients, some people think that that might be just based on melanin depth in the skin. And it is not. It is not at all. And I can go on a whole soapbox with that. But we want to stay focused on acne and rosacea. So just in like a quick little blip here, it really goes down to regionally where you're from. So it can be, you can be of Asian ethnicity, but where are you from inside of Asia?
Are you from India?
It's going to matter.
Yeah.
What area of India?
Yep.
What, like all of that matters. And knowing what kind of effects that can have for treatments, for products, for different skin conditions, because every single Fitzpatrick type goes at or has a different effect from these different skin conditions.
Yeah, it affects, it all heals differently.
It all heals differently, yeah. And it just, it's a lot. So we might have somebody that is from Uganda that comes in and they say, my face feels so warm to the touch. I'm so reactive to everything, but I can't figure out what's going on. I just feel so sensitive all of the time. And it's because they can't necessarily see all of those different blood vessels
That are at the surface.
that are at the
Yeah.
surface. Now, we cannot diagnose as estheticians.
We can identify.
We can identify. However, one of our little edges at Beyond Skin Aesthetics is we do have Dr. Malumba and Alicia inside of our office that we're able to
Yes.
partner with. So we are really able to figure out what the condition is and then do the full comprehensive evaluation, walk our patients through the internal aspect of it, the external aspect of it, and get them the results that they're looking for.
Yeah, we, if someone needs a GI map, we can do a GI map. If they need their blood drawn, we have that capability.
Yeah.
If they need a laser treatment done with a light chemical peel,
Oh,
we're your people.
we are your people. You found the right place. 1,000,000%. Okay, let's round it back here. So we are focusing on acne and rosacea today.
Yes.
Favorite topics for sure. We have said what some common phrases are that we get all the time. Let's go back to the difference between teen acne and adult acne and kind of how we approach things.
Well, first, it's identifying the differences, right? So for teens, it's typically your forehead, your nose, and your chin.
Mhm.
It could be other places, but that's really in your T zone. And then sometimes with puberty, the hormones are changing, things are going crazy.
Yeah.
The nice thing about teen acne is your skin cells are turning over at such a rapid pace. RIP to a rapid skin cell turnover.
I wish.
Yes. But because they're turning over faster, they're healing so much faster.
Yeah. Think of your skin cell turnover like your skin's metabolism in a way. So your metabolism slows down the older that you get. We try to get things to function the way that they used to, but that teen cell turnover is just like the teen metabolism.
Yeah, you're at an F1 race, man.
Yeah, right. For real. Sometimes I'm shocked at how fast kids heal.
Yeah.
Like when they get scrapes and cuts and things. Oh my gosh, it's wild.
Incredible.
Wild.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay.
So then your adult acne, it's going to show up more along your chin line, right? Sometimes in your cheeks, but mainly in your jaw.
Yep.
That's what we like to call that hormonal pattern. But
Mhm.
also when you are getting adult acne, it could be a change in your hormones. So just like puberty is a change in your hormones, as you are an adult, it could be you just recently had a
I was just about to say, okay, Katie, so once a month, now that I am back to having a cycle post having Easton,
Yeah.
I get such bad breakouts and they are around my mouth, they're up my jaw, and it is very centralized through it's almost like a chin strap in a way, but like kind of comes up mid jaw. What would you say to me if I came in and I was like, "What's happening? I just had a baby and now I have acne."
Yes, I would say that you are experiencing hormonal breakouts, and maybe let's get Dr. Malumba in and see what kind of hormonal pattern we can look at. But then
Yep.
also let's set up a really nice, almost like a combination of the rosacea relief and the acne boot camp.
Yep.
That way we can target it from not only the outside, but the inside as well with devices like Aerolase, the Glacial Skin RX device,
Speaking to my heart here.
some light chemical peels.
Yeah.
If I get a hold of your skin, maybe some deep, medium depth chemical peels to make your face fall off.
You know how
But that's
Katie loves
further
her
down the
peels.
line.
We're gonna work up to that.
Yeah,
right?
we're gonna work up to
prepare
that.
your skin. Yes.
But also, most importantly, your at-home routine. If
Mhm.
if you do not have a good at-home routine, you are not going to be successful with your treatments.
Absolutely. 1,000,000%. That is definitely, you have to start at the base there. And really, with all of these conditions, we are talking about your barrier function. And
Yes.
that has to be the base. We preach it all the time. The basis of an internal approach to external beauty is balancing out your gut microbiome, your skin microbiome. That then helps with cognitive function, really at the whole, right? We're balancing out head to toe everything. And that's going to have an impact on how vibrant your skin is, how clear your skin is, how resilient it is to outside factors.
Yes.
Thinking about the weather is changing now that we are in like October, November approaching here. It's important to think about what's happening as the weather is shifting.
You know, you could have a 75-degree day and then the next day wake up and it's 30 degrees
Hello, or in one day.
in one day.
Yeah, you
So
leave
that
your house and it's
extreme
35
that
minutes.
extreme shift in temperatures,
Mhm.
your body is actually going to start producing more sebum, more oil, which then could exacerbate not only your acne, but
Yeah.
also the inflammation inside of your skin.
Yeah.
So what is oil? It's an overproduction of sebum from your sebaceous glands,
Mhm.
which then directly leads to acne, but then can also it triggers inflammation inside of your skin,
Yeah.
which what is rosacea?
Inflammation. That is
Yes.
exactly what it is. It is a inflammatory response to all sorts of different factors, but it's really just an inflammatory chronic condition.
So in inflammation, whether it's something that you've ingested, something that you are exposed to,
Environmentally,
environmentally, stress.
yes. Oof.
What does stress do? If you have an increase in your stress levels, then that's going to increase your cortisol levels, which is going to increase your inflammation.
Everybody go back through my Instagram page and go to my, I think it was in May. I did a video showing my rosacea and my color science SPF routine of how I keep my skin nice and cooled down and everything.
Yes.
I obviously was in the middle of a divorce. I had just had a baby. There were so many things happening. I was under so much stress, physically and mentally, both. You can see the inflammatory response inside of my body coming out. And so I give some tidbits there. But yeah, you're gonna have to go through the Instagram archives there all the way up to May, sometime in May. I feel like it was right around Memorial Day.
Yeah, I feel like it was towards the end of May.
It might have been a Memorial Day video now that I say that.
Yeah, I
I'm
think you're
sending you
right.
guys on a scavenger
Yeah.
hunt.
Find
There you
find that
go.
little Easter egg.
Yes, exactly. But yes, at the root, rosacea is an inflammatory response to so many different factors. And I think going back to age becoming a factor with that, that's something that I have dealt with rosacea since the beginning of time.
Yes,
I mean,
literally. I
it
mean,
really has been forever.
since you were born,
Yeah.
truly. Yes.
And it's not something that necessarily just develops later in life. However, it can as well. And it can from things like childbirth. It can from things like menopause, perimenopause.
Yeah.
There's so many things.
You know, I'm not quite sure of that statistic, but I think it was like 70% of women over the age of 30 have rosacea.
I think that is spot on. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. I'm so impressed.
Thank you.
We're
Because
gonna
it
have
equaled
to fact check
100.
that.
So yeah, I feel like it was 70
equaled-
and 30. That's how I remember things.
That's how,
Little tidbits into Katie's mind.
well, that's how statistics work.
Well, yeah. But 70% of women over the age of 30. So 70 plus 30 is
okay.
100.
Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. Okay. I thought you were saying, you were saying like 70% of women have rosacea and 30% don't.
Oh.
I was like that. Yeah, that's how statistics
Well,
work.
yes, that too.
Oh my gosh.
That part too.
Okay. So when it comes to routines, when it comes to how we are treating acne, how we're treating rosacea, let's start off with acne. So we
Mhm.
talked about sebum production is a huge play into that, really into both acne and rosacea, both, but focusing more on the acne side of it. So sebum production with teens. What is a piece of advice that you have for teens or early adulthood dealing with acne? Like if they could take one thing, what would you could
Do
say
not
one.
strip your skin. Do not use such drying ingredients that it is going to completely remove your stratum corneum, your skin barrier, everything.
Mhm.
You know, in order for something to be called an acne product,
Yeah.
it has to have 2% salicylic acid in it. That is a requirement. So it cannot be called an acne product unless if it has that. So you're going to see a lot of products that say complexion, complexion renewal, complexion serum, things like that. Because although it does help with acne, it's not a specific acne product per FDA standards because it doesn't have that 2% salicylic acid in it. It may, and then you may see the word acne in it. However, please, a simple routine is going to be great for you. And do not go down the drugstore aisle and look at everything that says acne and buy it all.
Yes.
And then if it doesn't work, 2 days later, you switch it up to something else.
Yeah.
Come and talk to a professional. We offer complimentary skin consultations.
Yes.
For
Virtual
a reason.
or in person.
Yes. So we can help you get the right products that will not damage your skin. Please, please, please do not damage your skin.
And please only use toothpaste on your teeth.
Oh my gosh.
Let's talk about that one too.
Oh.
Okay. I feel like that's not as much of a trend anymore, but I don't know because caveman skincare came out and was a TikTok trend a couple months ago. So I don't know if I don't know if people are still using toothpaste, but please don't leave toothpaste to the tooth. It's in the name, okay? We're leaving it there
for a reason.
Yes, we are leaving it there. Thank you. I love that. Okay, so then adults, jumping back to adult acne, same exact thing. We want to be building up that stratum corneum, that skin barrier. We want to be getting your skin healthy. And something that I love to remember is that glass skin is something different for every single person.
Yes.
One product is not going to get you glass skin. One product is not going to get you clarity. However, finding the right product balance is really key. And how do you do that? Trial and error, not jumping around too much. You have to give your products time to work, but a professional like Katie and I, there are so many other ones out there. Going to a skin health professional is going to be really that edge that helps you find the right balance.
Absolutely.
Love that.
So important.
So important. Yes. Okay. So
I like to be
acne.
a mad scientist, but please don't try to be a mad scientist in the skincare aisle.
Guys,
at the store.
You all have seen Katie's face every single winter as she mad science her face.
It's
and
coming.
It falls off all winter long. Her face is just shedding.
Yes.
You just have layers coming off like a snake. She's just peeling away.
You can find my DNA everywhere.
Let's hope that there's no insane crimes that occur when Katie walks by because she's going to be suspect number one.
Her DNA was found at the crime scene in 500 different locations.
500 different locations. Yes. She's everywhere. She's sprinkled everywhere.
Yes.
My goodness gracious. Okay. Then moving on towards the rosacea side of things. I have to get a little bit on my soapbox here.
Get on it, girl.
Have to do it. I hear all the time that rosacea is just a overproduction of sebum. And I would like to whack you all in the head for that one. I really would. Because not every single person that has rosacea is going to be majorly oily.
Yep.
It's an imbalance. Absolutely. It's an imbalance in the skin. It is an inflammatory response. Everything is firing all at once, right? You have a lot of discomfort from it, whether that is itchiness, dryness, flakiness. You can have excess oil. You absolutely can. What happens commonly to people that have rosacea is more of this imbalance in the skin where you end up with excess dryness and excess oiliness. And I like to think of it as basically like your skin is a perfect plane of Tetris. Like think if you are playing Tetris and you are winning the game and everything is perfectly aligned.
There's no gaps.
There's no gaps whatsoever. When you have rosacea, nothing ever breaks apart. But somebody with normal skin, their skin cells are kind of breaking apart the higher up that you get. So I guess reverse Tetris in a way.
Okay. Yep.
So like as you're shedding skin cells, those cells are breaking apart and sloughing off. When you have rosacea, they're just layering over and over and over again, and you can't get down to the imbalance, which is causing more inflammation. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I feel like I just said that so twisted. I hope
you're
everybody's
just building
tracking
and building and building, but
yes,
you're not able to get down to that imbalance.
Yes. And the heavier that gets, the more weighted down with dead skin cells, with oil, you start to get that congestion, you start to get that bumpiness, that texture, that heat trapped inside of the skin, where that's where something like a chemical peel is actually amazing.
Yeah.
That's why I love Glacial Skin RX so much, is because with that, especially when we're doing the gloss treatment where we have that light chemical peel, but then
Mhm.
we're also going in there with that cryotherapy. And I want to also kind of sidebar here, because we tell people that have rosacea or acne or really anything inflammatory, whether it's melasma, rosacea, acne, anything, extreme temperatures are not your friends. Cryotherapy is an extreme temperature, technically.
It is.
A laser is an extreme temperature, technically. But when we are doing it in a medical sense, when it is so deliberate and calculated, we're able to actually do good. And that is where glacial skin comes in with that cryotherapy. So, because we have that light chemical peel in the gloss situation, I personally like to skip over the microdermabrasion step depending on who the person is. Some people can handle it, but
Mhm.
your barrier really has to be pretty strong to be able, like, I use a massive skincare regimen and really, like, my skin barrier is quite healthy even though I still have that inflammatory response. I can take a little bit of microdermabrasion once a month or once every other month.
Yep.
Not every single person can handle that. So I think it's very case dependent on who can handle that microdermabrasion part, but
Yep.
it's there for when you need it. And then you go in with that cryotherapy and you're able to speed up the cell recovery process. You're able to down regulate that inflammation in a very precise way. When you leave, you are pretty flushed because it is quite cold,
Yes.
like think of it when you ice an area on your body
And you don't move it.
and you don't move it,
Yep.
it gets red, right? But then you take it away and it's actually helped to reduce some of that inflammation, some of that swelling in the area. Think of the exact same thing with Glacial Skin RX. So when you initially leave, don't be scared. That's intentional. The very next day, you're going to notice how much puffiness is just gone.
It's so good.
It's like a puff eraser, basically. Like, it's just taking all the puffiness away. It's helping with the redness. It's helping to really snatch your face in a way. It's amazing. It helps to calm your vagus nerve, which what I love about that is when you are super stressed out, you're coming into our practice and you're wanting to relax, you're wanting to kind of just like give us all the tea in your daily life, but leave feeling a little bit more refreshed. This is kind of a hack in a way because it is biologically relaxing your entire body as you
Yes.
go. It's why it's so addicting, guys. So if you feel addicted to it, there's a reason.
Well, and if you want to continue on with the addiction, we have a body hand piece where we could actually treat your body as well.
Oh my gosh. Let's sidebar with that. Yes, great for runners,
So good.
great for mamas.
Great for mamas. Great, so many times people will come in and say, "Oh my gosh, my back is just so inflamed. It hurts."
Yes.
We do that treatment on your lower back. Game changer.
Game changer, absolute game changer. The one thing that I will say just from practice that we have kind of by experiment found is that in some cases with like fibromyalgia, that's something that we want to be a little bit more cautious of because those nerve endings are firing like crazy anyways. Some cases that can be a little bit more sensitizing. It's more trial and error. We have to see how you as an individual reacts to that. It could give you relief, but it could not be the right treatment for you.
Yeah, and we can always customize it as well because we
Yes.
do have time limits on certain things, but we can take a break in between things where maybe although we do want to maintain that colder temperature for an extended amount of time, maybe we do it for 1 minute and then we take a 30-second break.
Absolutely. And
So
there's two
that's
different cooling temperatures
yes.
that we can work with.
Yes, which is
Yeah,
great. I'm so thankful that we have the Glacial Skin RX device. That way we do have that variation and we can change it as we need to.
absolutely. And it has really become like a staple in our practice in all of our treatments too.
Yeah.
It's I feel like the air lace was kind of like that for us. It was a staple in our practice for so many different things because it does have so many different indications. And now that we have the Glacial Skin RX device, really we're kind of playing with both at the same time.
They synergistically work so well together.
Synergistic. We are all about synergistic
Yes.
functionality here.
Yes.
Okay. I got so sidebar. Was I in the middle of something that I needed to wrap up, or can we continue
Well,
on
we were
towards
talking, so we were on the topic of rosacea and how, talking about extreme temperatures. However, with the glacial skin RX, yes, that is an extreme temperature,
yeah,
but it does help down regulate that inflammation. So immediately you will notice an increase in flushing.
yep,
But then the next day, it's really getting in there, getting down to the core and
yeah.
and freezing that inflammation process.
It really is. Yes. And I don't want to go too far off of the acne and rosacea train. Katie and I are just so passionate that like we come
We are.
in with a topic and it is hard to stay on that topic. But I do want to say, as we're talking about glacial skin RX, I don't want you to think that it is only for acne and rosacea. It really is for so many different things. You can add it on to any service that you have done. You can add it on to your injectable treatment. And that one,
Oh, it's so great. But
yeah.
it's also more than a facial. So if
Mhm.
you aren't ready to like dive into microneedling, RF, microneedling, chemical peels, but you want more than what the Diamond Glow or the Glow 2 can do,
Yeah.
Glacial's that perfect option for you because you're going to get longer lasting results with Glacial
Yep.
than you would with a Diamond Glow or a Glow 2. Don't get me wrong, we still love those two facial devices. They're
Yes.
phenomenal
Still use them all day, every day.
all day, every day.
Mhm.
But the Glacial Skin RX truly provides more of those longer lasting results like a microneedling or chemical peel will
Yeah,
without the downtime.
absolutely. And you can add it onto a microneedling or chemical peel
Oh,
to
yes, you
help
can.
with that immediate heat too. When you think of microneedling, you leave, we always say within like 3-4 hours, you're going to feel like you got a really bad sunburn.
Yeah.
You're going to feel nice and dry and tight. This is where glacial skin comes in. It helps with that immediately, especially added on to RF microneedling, for example. You already have such minimized downtime with RF microneedling compared to standard microneedling or um, PRP microneedling. I mean,
Hmm.
all the different microneedling options. It's none. It's non-existent when you have something like that.
Truly.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Like it is, you can really add it on to every single treatment in some way, just like the Airlays can.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to kind of highlight we have our acne boot camp. We have our rosacea relief program, which is basically like a rosacea boot camp in a
Hmm.
way. It's a program that we have set up that is really, we have taken our knowledge from over the years and our approach to that internal approach to external beauty and created these two programs with a methodology that we really truly believe in. And it's different than other places. There are a lot of places that have acne boot camps that we absolutely love, and we know that there are great results from it, but
Absolutely.
we approach things a little bit differently. So I want to talk about that today. Starting off with there's a customizable option to really dive into the functional medicine side of things and take a look at what's going on internally,
Yeah.
where they are able to come in, meet with you and Dr. Malumba, and get that GI map done, or even just do some basic blood panels too.
Just to see, where are those inflammatory markers.
Yeah.
You've heard us talk about GI maps so much because it is so important. Everything, 70% of your immune system, everything like that is harbored in your gut.
Yeah.
Most recently, we have actually had several GI maps come back testing positive for H. pylori. And sometimes you don't even have those symptoms of H. pylori, which typically it's an increase in acid reflux, maybe some other GI symptoms
Yeah.
that patients would mention. But our patients, the inflammation inside of their skin, they can't get rid of the acne. They're doing all of the right things and something just isn't happening. That's
Mhm.
where that skin gut brain axis, there's a roadblock right there and we have to
Mhm.
figure out what that is.
Yeah, you have a road closure sign right
It
in
is
the middle.
closed. It's not even a block. I mean, it is
Yes.
closed. Do not pass go.
Yeah.
So,
And it takes the frustration out of, well, it kind of takes the frustration out of not being able to get those results when you see, okay, I am doing everything right. I'm still not getting the results. This is why.
cut out gluten, I've cut out dairy.
Mhm.
You've cut out all of those foods that do cause inflammation inside of the skin
Yeah.
and you're still not seeing that result. again, most recently, we have seen an increase in H. pylori. And so we really have to get down to the root cause, and there's different forms of it. And how can we go, Dr. Malumba refers to it as the killing phase.
Oh,
So we have the killing phase that we have to go through and kill that bad bacteria that's inside of our gut so that it
yeah.
can show on the outside, because if your inside isn't healthy, your outside isn't going to be healthy either. So that's where,
Exactly.
yeah, sorry guys, love GI map, but that's where we usually can go down that path and truly get to the root cause of why
Yeah.
are you breaking out? Why are you have done all of the right things and you are still breaking out, or your inflammation inside of your skin just isn't going down.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're able to go comprehensively in that way. But at a base level, when we are doing one of the boot camps, we're going over what your lifestyle is like. We're talking about lifestyle triggers. We're talking about your diet. We're talking about what products you're using. Of course, we're teaching you things to avoid, things that are great for acne and rosacea. We're going through all those things. Honestly, it can be an hour to 2 hours in total of consultation that we are going through everything with you. With our programs, it is either biweekly, where you're coming in, say, twice a month, or it can be once a month, where we're just doing a check in every 2 weeks. But we like to at least have that check in with you every 2 weeks. We're
And that
setting
helps
you.
with the compliance of it all as well.
It does. It absolutely does. We're also able to make adjustments because as a part of this journey, sometimes we do need to start you off, for example, slower on, I'm going to use retinol as an example, but slower on a retinol. And then at that 2 week mark, we need to check in with you to see, okay, should you be using it more than 3 times a week? Should you
Mhm.
up it to 4 times a week or 5 times a week? Or are you ready for 7 days a week? We're able to adjust your routine faster than if you're just coming in once a month in a way.
Yes,
So we talked about that. We really customize. We do not use just one skincare line for our program.
we do not.
And that is pretty unique that we have a set program, but we've done our research. We know the science. We know how all these different products are working together, and we're pulling from multiple different lines. And that kind of sets us apart. But the biggest thing in our program, would you like to take it away or you want me to take it away?
Well, I believe if you're talking about Aerolase.
I am.
Oh, amazing.
So a part of our program is you are getting Airlace complimentary the entire time that you're on the program, every single time you walk in the building. So
So if you come in every 2 weeks,
you get
as
it.
long as the protocol is appropriate for it.
Yes, this
Yeah.
is not just like, hey, you get it, so you can come in for it. This is the protocol that is appropriate for your skin. Your skin health professional is going to be setting you up on that. So, Katie and I are going to be working with our medical team to set up that program. And as long as it is deemed appropriate, we're able to really accelerate your results by using Airlace, but we're definitely able to do it at least once a month,
Yes, absolutely.
which is incredible. Do you want to talk about Airlace a little bit and why we love it so much?
Oh, well, Airlace has 36 cleared indications by the FDA, which is phenomenal. Um,
Little
but
infomercial Katie over here.
yes,
Yes, 37 indications.
I think one of the two of the greatest things is it's truly cleared for the treatment of acne and rosacea.
Mhm.
Acne has a 90-day life cycle. So there is, something, if you are prone to acne, there is something brewing underneath of your skin that may come to the surface 90 days from now.
Yep. It is not overnight.
It is not. Some people may think that, but
Mhm.
so,
Yeah.
um, Aerolase, the goal of Aerolase specifically for acne is to stop that 90-day life cycle. We don't want that little bacteria guy with little teeth to come up to the surface. We want him
Yes,
to
he's
either
crawling up.
stay underneath or to be zapped away.
Yeah.
And that is why it is so important that we do add on Aerolase to every single one of your treatments, to make sure that we can stop that life cycle and help clear up the bacteria inside of your skin, but also the inflammation.
Yeah.
So with Aerolase, it is a non-ablative laser
Mhm.
and it is zero downtime. That is why it can help with the treatment of rosacea.
Yep.
because you have so many other lasers that are ablative that are causing more inflammation inside of the skin. But the 1064 technology from the Aerolase delivers just enough energy inside of the skin to decrease that inflammation without triggering more inflammation.
Love it. Love it so much. Yes. So that's a huge thing that sets us apart in that way. We love our program so much. It's honestly very affordable too. We have customized it to where, truthfully, you can get all these treatments done separately, right? But it's actually more affordable to do it within this program because we encourage compliance in that way. We
Yes.
know you're going to get better results with inside of this program. So we have it set up in that way. You're also getting a discount on products for the lifespan of your program as well. You can graduate from the program if you just really want to graduate from the program. However, this is something that we've set up so that it really is during your active treatment, and then it is ongoing as well. So you can stay inside of the program for as long as you would like to and continue to be getting those product discounts, continue to be monitored by us. We will continue to work through life's fluctuations. You may think that your acne or rosacea is nice and managed, and both conditions are something that you manage, not cure. So this
Correct.
isn't something that, like, when you graduate, you're just done and you don't have to worry about your skincare anymore. You don't have to worry about what you're doing. This is ongoing. But life changes, right? There are different things, like you said, with stress. Like, there are different stressors that come up. There are different environments that we are in. Our hormones
I was going to
change.
say
Like,
hormonal changes. You know,
yes.
what if you were in the rosacea relief program and I don't know, 2 years later you have a baby again, and then then you go through those hormonal changes, and then you still have rosacea because this is something that we continue to manage,
Yeah.
but you're experiencing different symptoms this time around.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's me. She is me. That's me. But it's something that we can continually work with you on. And we're really proud of this. It took us a long time to develop exactly the system that we believed in and kind of like testing everything out to get here. And we're proud to have this offering for our community.
Yes.
It's all the good stuff. So, if you want more information on that, if you want to set up a consultation, we do have virtual consultations you can set up on our website. So, if you're not local to Columbus, you can do that. Or if your schedule just doesn't allow for you to come into the office, if maybe you get off work at 5 o'clock and it's a 45-minute drive, so there's not enough time for you to get to us before we close, we're able to do those later appointments virtually. Of course, we can do weekends as well. Unfortunately, Katie and I are pretty much available around the clock. I hate saying that, but like we've said previously, one of us is always awake at this
Yes.
point in time between Easton, Petunia, Vera, our
All the above.
insomnia,
Yes.
just being business owners in general and all of the stress that is. We're awake around the clock and we're always available.
We
So
sure are.
if you need to do a virtual consultation and you have a very specific schedule, just let us know. We will absolutely work with you in that sense. But then, of course, we would also love to see your face in office too. So you
Always.
can reach out to us in that way. BeyondSkinAesthetics.com is where you can book for that. Our main office phone number is 614-532-6423. You can always give us a call there. We do have a text line as well. I'm dropping all the bat signals here.
Yeah.
But our text line is 614-745-4177. I started to say our other phone number.
She got it, ladies
Yes.
and
So
gentlemen.
that is our text line specifically.
Yeah.
Let us know that you heard about it on the podcast, you want to hear more, and we can get you all set up with that and get it nice and customized to your life. Anything else?
Wait, I do have something really important to say
Okay,
that I
please.
forgot to talk about.
Yeah.
Exfoliating.
Oh my gosh.
I know you thought you were done, but nope, we're not done
Okay,
yet.
guys, we need to talk about this. There are so many acne professionals that say you can only use a chemical exfoliant of some sort or an enzymatic exfoliant, whether
Mhm.
it be chemical or enzymatic, but not a physical exfoliant. And that being a scrub,
Yeah.
which we always approve of never using St. Ives or Kylie Cosmetics or,
Oh my gosh,
all these like
you don't want
wacky scrubs.
crushed up walnut shells.
Or
You want little tiny spheres that will not cause injury to the skin.
if it's a nut, it should not be a scrub
No,
ever.
ever.
Or like, depending on the sugar,
We're gonna say no sugar too.
Yeah, like, I'm not aware of one that's not super abrasive.
If you can ingest it, it probably should not go on your face.
Correct. I think actually leveling up on that, if you are using it and it does not soften as you are using it at all, it's too abrasive. It should
Yes.
have some give to it. So even when it comes to like body scrubs, which I'm going to get totally sideways with the scrub topic, but that's really like if it is not softening with your skin, because it can still have some grit to it when you rinse it off.
Yeah.
Like those spheres don't always completely dissolve or, go away. Like they're still there. You still feel that grittiness
Yep.
as you're rinsing, but it should not feel as harsh when you're rinsing it off as it does when you're putting it on.
Absolutely.
But I digress. We're going back. So, when it comes to acne and rosacea, there are a lot of acne experts, there are a lot of skin specialists that say never use a physical exfoliant. Katie, what is your opinion on that? What's the BSA approach to that?
Everyone needs a physical exfoliant. I honestly, so, a chemical exfoliation is speeding up that cellular turnover, kind of getting rid of that gummied stuff that's inside of your skin cells that
Mhm.
we just can't get rid of.
Yeah.
It's helping bring that up to the surface. If you are continuously bringing it up to the surface, but not physically removing it away from the surface,
Yeah.
you could potentially have more buildup on the surface of your skin.
So good.
So it doesn't mean that you have to use a physical exfoliant multiple times in a week.
Mhm.
Maybe you just need to use it once a week, but you need to physically remove those dead skin cells, remove it from the surface. That way, that chemical exfoliant can work better deeper into the skin.
It's a perfect pairing.
Yes,
Like
absolutely.
you don't just have to stick with one.
You don't. And you want to use a physical exfoliator that will also calm down the skin and can
Mhm.
also keep hydration inside of the skin, is
Yeah.
anti-inflammatory. So you want to look for something that has those properties
Mhm.
and isn't going to damage it.
Yep.
That's my last leaving moment.
Do we want to drop some of our favorites?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we have two favorites that
Yep.
like these are like our go-to. It's technically three. Technically, because we have, well, I would say, I dare to say, our tried and true favorite for years, has been Polish from Zeo Skin
Yep.
Health. Smells like a spa in a bottle, or not really a bottle, but like a pot.
And
Like it's
your
just so good.
skin is so smooth after.
It just, yes, like it's so, like that is a cult favorite for sure. Once people use it, we
Yeah.
absolutely love that. I love the unicorn snot from Elastin, and I call it that because it is purple sparkly scrub.
It truly is.
Tara, that one's for you. She's the one that dubbed it that, and I've taken it for forever, but it really is. Or unicorn tears. That sounds a
Yeah.
little bit better. I think
I
unicorn
like
snot's
unicorn
fun.
snot.
Yeah.
That's great.
So we got that purple one. And then actually, Skin Better has the detox scrub.
Yeah. And the detox scrub is great because it's more of a mask.
Mhm.
So on hair wash days, you can put that on and leave it on as you're washing your hair and then kind of move it around for, 30 seconds, 30 to 60 seconds after.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are all great.
Yeah.
I am a big fan of dual action scrub, but you have to be the
Oh,
right
yeah.
skin type as well.
Righto.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas I feel like the Zeo polish, Elastin, unicorn snot, and then which is also polish. Both of them are polish.
Yeah.
So Zeo polish, Elastin polish, and then the detox scrub. That's pretty safe bet. You can order that and try that. You don't want to overdo it. Whenever you're introducing something like a physical exfoliant, you want to work your way up to it. Start off with one time a week. If you feel like your skin can handle it, you can add it into a second time, but you want to approach delicately. Don't scrub your face off. We're not
Yes.
being teenagers grabbing everything possible and just throwing it at our skin. We're gonna be gentle here. So those are our favorites there. I actually have a new favorite body scrub, and it is Epicurean's body scrub.
Oh, yes.
They have a couple different ones. Each one of their different ones has different enzymes paired with it. I've been using their, oh my gosh, I want to say it's called cinnamon vanilla or something like that. Honestly, it smells like a snickerdoodle and it is just so amazing. But instead of using something like a St. Ives scrub or what are those? Oh my gosh, everybody has it. I swear it's in every single gift basket that you will ever get. You can get it from Target, you can get it from Kroger, you can get it from literally anywhere. It's
The
something
raw
creamy.
sugar or
Yes. What is you all know what I'm talking about with that.
yeah.
It's like the pink one is the one that everybody gets, but they have different colored ones.
Mhm.
Even versus using that, using this Epicurean one, it's the same exact way, like I was saying with the polish, where it almost completely it doesn't absorb, but it emulsifies in a way where then it's smooth before you rinse it off. So it doesn't stay that sugary consistency.
Mhm.
So that's going to be a lot more gentle and effective for your skin, a lot more soothing, especially like if you have KP, that's great because you don't want to add to inflammation in that way.
Yeah.
So that is a favorite for the body as well. Okay, we need to stop going sidebar.
I
Katie
know.
speaks.
That was all
Ugh,
me.
I'm putting you in timeout here. So I already dropped all of our contact, beyondskinnesthetics.com. That covers all of the things for it. You've already got our phone number and everything. Of course, reach out to us on social media too. We'd love to hear your thoughts on things. We are going to be doing a Q&A here in a couple of weeks. We're going to be recording it. So if you have any questions that you'd like us to answer on the podcast, send us a DM too. You can send it to Beyond Skin Aesthetics at Beyond Skin Aesthetics on socials, or you can send it to me, Skin by Delaney Danielle, or then of course our podcast page too, The Bright Side of Beauty Podcast at The Bright Side of Beauty Podcast. Any of those ways, drop us some questions. We'll answer them here on the podcast. And we love you guys. So we're not going to do my question that I ask everybody because you're just a resident at this point. Unless you want to throw one out there, but you've answered it 4 times
I
or
know.
3 times. So
I don't have one today.
yeah, we're just going to close it off with that. So
Yes.
have fun, guys, and we will see
And remember
you next week.
to exfoliate.
Remember to exfoliate, and we will see you next week on the Bright Side of Beauty podcast. Bye, friends.